Hello everyone. Today, hello everyone. Today we're gonna use the Google Sheet to show you the variables of database and the basics. So I'm gonna just use an example. So for example, we have the passport or the ID or driver license or your RAS application. Any of these documents or files contains some variables. Some of the variables here can be listed as your name, your date of birth, your document issue date, the city, state, country, and expiration date. So all this information can be listed. So here can be user number 1, where you can add all the information in this area. Let's say Nadir, date of birth 1940 or 90, date of issue today, and city is Chicago, Illinois, country USA, date of expiration gonna be 10 years from this year, so we can say 33, for example. So this information here will be the user information, or in this case, the passport information. So the government can save the information for myself in their database, but they can get the information for user number 2. For example, my wife will be listed here, and then my kids will be listed somewhere there. So user number 3 with the information will be similar to this one here. So this is how the database is created. So let's say Sahar, then my son is Sam, and then all the information will be, let's say, it's just different information, but for the sake of recording, I'm gonna just copy and paste. So all this information can be listed like that. This is a table with all the information. So different users. We can use the database to save this information in a different format. Instead of user number 1 in this column, user number 2 in this column, and user number 3 in this column, we can change them and paste it here with transpose. So user number 1 will be in line 10, user number 2 in line 11, user number 3 in line 3. So instead of going by column for each user, we can use the rows. Each row will have the information for. So I'm gonna copy this and then paste it as transposed. So it's gonna be on this area. I'm gonna get rid of that, and then copy these two, and then paste it here as transposed. So for user number 1, it will be all the information in one line, user number 2, user number 3. So here, the title of the columns or the data will be the variables on this side. So column number A has the titles for each information. But here we can use these titles on this line here, line number 9. So I'm gonna paste it as transposed. So this is information can be used here. So this way the information will be used in rows instead of columns, and it's going to be easier. This is the first part of the database. So you can save all the information from each individual in medical education or the students. In the hospital will be the patients and so forth. So here will be patient number 1, patient number 2, patient number 3. For the clinical trials, we can say subject number 1, subject number 2, subject number 3, and this data will be de-identified. So all this information will be hidden or changed so that it will be coded. But the same way, it's going to be all the data in rows. Most of the database use this method. There is one additional information, which is the ID. So in the example I used for the passport has passport number. So here will be an ID number. So it's going to be an NMA 32, something like that. And then these will be different numbers. So it's going to be unique for each user, or each subject, or each patient. So with this unique number, we can build more database or more information, more details. Let's say I want to save their images. So I can name the image. So here I can save image number 1. And this image will be for this user. So when I click user number 1 with their ID, I want to look at the image. I just use the ID and go to the image section. It will show me the image. Thank you. This is first part.